My name is Rachel Spears.
Brian Lavelle.
Sarah Moss.
Well, a triathlon by definition is swimming,
Biking.
And running.
I got into sports through running.
I just like to be outdoors and like to be active.
I enjoyed competing. I enjoyed being fit.
We just signed up for the Wildflower Triathlon.
Which is a 1.2-mile swim.
Bike is 56 miles.
And then a fun 13.1 mile run.
It's now Friday and the race is tomorrow.
The Wildflower Triathlon Festival is
One of the most prestigious.
a cultural phenomenon.
It's so different than any other race.
It's billed as the Woodstock
Woodstock.
Woodstock.
of triathlon.
And I wasn't at Woodstock. I think the energy is probably quite different.
With all the camping.
Just everywhere.
But it really is just a terrific energy. You can't find a more beautiful place to race.
It's pretty much in the middle of nowhere.
But if this is anything like Woodstock, it's definitely feels like a place that once I was here once, I wanted to come back again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
Swim in the professional level is very violent.
You've only heard nothing but breathing and bubbles. All of a sudden you get woke up out of a dream, you can hear all this noise, and it's kind of a blur.
I have driven the course of the bike ride and it is just gorgeous.
There's a hill, they nickname it the Nasty Grade.
The nasty grade.
You know, you've been riding for 42 miles, you know, and there's headwinds and everything, and you get to this hill and it's a real tough hill. It is nasty. And the run is brutally hard.
It's focused from beginning to end. I think most people come into it expecting it to be hard, but as a new triathlete, I think you're even more surprised the first time, like, wow, this really is really hard?
Before I got here, I didn't have a single doubt that I wouldn't finish the race.
I've had some physical hurdles throughout my career.
When I was diagnosed with leukemia,
Between my back problems and had mechanical problems on the bike, it was just a disaster.
I think it's going to be the adrenaline and the excitement that's going to get me through the race.
How much you really are bolstered by the cheering and having all the triathlon clubs and the friends and the family out there, that does make a difference.
I don't go into it thinking I've got to beat a time.
An unbelievable race for me would be a top 10.
I have some very specific goals. I'll go back to last year. Last year was a real traumatic experience. It was the first race in my life that I did not finish.
And what's the best way to avoid having a DNF on your record at all? Keep going. Keep going. That's pretty easy.
He said, never quit. And I went, shoot. I said, I was quitting. It's just the word, you can do it, is incredible.
She had a good point saying, you know, you're not going to be able to get better until you start racing, you know, a lot better people.
Just getting other people into the sport and really fulfilling their potential and enjoying life and being healthy. That was the beginning of, you know, of I'm going to do triathlons.
I think the whole experience of Wildflower is such a different experience from any other triathlon.
Everybody, no matter where you live in the United States, and I even think worldwide, they've heard of the Wildflower Triathlons.
People from all over the world are very, very aware of this race, and pretty much most of all the top Ironman competitors in the world have raced here or won here at this race.
There's a big attraction for Wildflower because it's one of those races that is just unique and popular, and if you're in the sport of triathlon, it's kind of one of those races you have to do.
It is just kind of a standard rite of passage of the sport of triathlon.